Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to guide you through my story as to what has brought me up to this stage today. So please raise your hand if you hate COVID. Hello. Yeah, even me myself. You see, during COVID-19 pandemic outbreak when I was in grade 7, public schools, all of schools were shutting down. So what do? I enrolled to study online courses in another school outside my hometown. And there, I was surprised. Most of all, I was stressed by how much work, presentations, and projects they need to do. We would have to make slides, we would have to present each and every week. But to my surprise, one of the teachers asked me to lead a group project. Now, for me, it was my first time ever being asked to lead a group project. I was scared, I was anxious, I was worried. And I put this enormous pressure and expectation on myself because I wanted to impress everybody in class and also my teacher. You see, so I know that working hard would give the most fulfillment in life, right? But for me at that time, working hard equaled being hard. Being hard on myself, being hard on my teammates. So when I already created the group, I immediately dropped the link to have a meeting, informing my members. But you see, while I was brainstorming ideas on what should be on the slide, while I was even setting deadlines for us to practice, no one joined the meeting at all. It was like I organized the entire cruise ship, but there was no guest to be found. So, with confused and frustration, I asked myself why. But it's not why they couldn't join or why is it that it was like the process wasn't working out. I was kind of moved to the negative side. What if they hated me? What if they didn't want to cooperate? So I was thinking negatively, getting the wrong idea of my members. So what do? Before they could respond to my text, I called. Until for a while, all of them answered. And as soon as they answered, I was rushing over. We need to do this. We need to get this done. Or we won't meet the deadlines and it will be all your fault. There, disaster struck. One of my members got truly mad and upset that she expressed some hurtful words because she was really disagreeing what I was doing and really mad at how I managed the group. Things got heated really fast. It was getting intense, so I left. I left the group. I left every other members behind who had nowhere to go, who were lost. I was so angry that I started doing everything by my own self. I thought problem solved, but was it really? You see, what I missed was that those projects was never meant to meet perfections, but it was rather for us to see the beauty in working as a group. It was never meant for striving for who can be the best or who will stand out the most, but rather how far we'll manage to work together, to deal with each other, and most of all, gain connection and a way we can communicate with each other. After what has happened, I could say that my group lacked communication, engagement, and of course, understanding, which I failed to make it happen as a leader. From then on, I realized how important it is to have a skill of leadership. You know, ladies and gentlemen, they say leaders should be creative, but can you please tell me? Like, they say that we should think out of the box, but I couldn't find a box at all. Is it in my bedroom? Is it on the back of the stage? I was stuck inside it. So after all those things that happened, I was left with two choices. I could either hide from leading the groups always doing the work by my own self to avoid disagreements and uneasy feelings, or second option, do the exact opposite. But at that time, I was really skeptical. I was afraid. I was scared of making the same mistake again. But you see, something pushed me to do it. Moving from the countryside to Phnom Penh has taught me so many lessons. Not only I got fined twice, not once but twice, because I was going over the red lights. I was afraid of going late to school, but please don't do this. Or getting hit by a delivery driver right before I came home, because I don't know why, but it's happened to me, and I was exhausted from doing 3-hour schoolwork. So I thought to myself, what else to be afraid of? I've already been through all of this, so why not give it another chance? So I did the right choice. I chose the second option. So after I already been through all of those things, I led a group of people, and there was a club. So this club is called Journalism Club. And this time, on my second try, I tried to be more observant. I tried to be more considerative. I listened to what others has to say. Instead, I tried to find what was the cause and how it should be improved. Anytime we got disagreements, I would try to focus on two sides, me and my members. Of course, the process of improving my leadership wasn't always going easy or smooth like what I would imagine. But you see, I tried my best every single time. And from what I learned from my experience was to be flexible. So, I would try to solve the problems. And you see, after all of this, we actually made it. We actually did the work. We got to communicate. And all of the things that were a disaster for me before, it paying us a reward. So, you see, by developing my leadership skills, by becoming a better leader, I get to be a part of a really big role as head of Journalism Club. And I get to stand here today, being one of TEDxAmerican Intercon school speaker. So to answer my previous question, if I cannot get out of the box, maybe the problem was never about the box. Maybe what's stopping me from going anywhere further was all in my mind and my views about the situation. So if I were to get stuck again, maybe I'll poke some holes, turning the box into a makeshift and call it my own remote work. Or even better, I'll make it into a rocket and blast my way out. Because, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to remember this. Leadership isn't just about being creative, thinking about the box, but it's also about reimagining what the box can be. Thank you.